You alright, folks? Welcome to Scotty on Scotty Talks MUFC this Friday evening. It's Friday, let's go. That means 24 hours before the big game tomorrow. And are you lot excited? Well, I am. Can't wait. Why could we make it 3 in a row? Now, the last time I mentioned 3 in a row, we were going for the title win, 3 in a row. Now, to say we're struggling to pull 3 matches together and get victories in them, and we're scraping the victories, let's be honest. How the mighty have fallen. However, we are where we are, so let's just put each match as it comes. For me, it's Brighton. And Brighton have turned into a bogey team for us over the last few years. We've always struggled against them since, post Fergie, really. Every manager who's came up against them really struggled. And the last time we beat Brighton at home was in February 2022. And believe it or not, even I was shocked when I realised that our manager for that game was Wreck-It Ralph. Yep, that's right, Wreck-It Ralph, heart surgeon Ralph. Credit to Ralph, everything he said was spot on. And we're now 3 and a bit years on, and things haven't improved. I mean, this reset that he was talking about never happened. It's still not happened. In the kind of surgery that was required, he should have started from the top, to be honest. He shouldn't have left out the ownership, because that's where it should have started. And now, 3.5 years on, for me, I think we're worse than we were then, because the team's not got any stronger. We're struggling to pull results together, and it goes to show because, like I said, as I kicked off the show, we're struggling to pull wins together. Ruben Amorim's not won 3 games back to back. Now that's some record for a Man United manager. It's terrible. But regardless who the manager is, we have always come unstuck against Brighton, whether it's at home or away. It's just, last year they beat us 3-1, but it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, it didn't help that we had no in net, who pretty much was at fault for every goal. But take nothing away from Brighton. Do you know, it doesn't matter how they played. The results though shows 3-1 to Brighton. The time before that and the time before that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow we can put that wrong right and we stop that rot. And it's 3rd time lucky for us. Well, it's 4th time actually, because it'll be the 4th visit before we beat them again, if we beat them. Now, fingers crossed we do. Now, the other scary thing that I've realised when I was going through the archives was that since that game in February 2022, only 5 players remain. I say 5, it's probably 4.5, or you can even say 4, because Tom Heaton, can you name me in the community or in the chat who he played against last in the Premier League? I can't recall who he played against in the Premier League. So he's the 5th player, so there's 4 more now. I would like the community to drop it in the chat and tell me who these 4 players are, because I was quite shocked to find that there's only 4 players left. And even, to be fair, out of the 4 that are there, would I be happy to see the back of all of them? Most definitely. For me, they don't offer anything, and they've had the time. Or they've either had the time, or they've just not been the player we expected them to be. Either way, for all 4 of them, it's time to go. It's time to move on, and hopefully this reset that never happens, needs to happen. And my reset doesn't start with the manager. He's not the problem. He is a part of the problem, but he's not the big problem. The biggest problem has been not just this year, last year, the year before, for the last 20 years. These issues that we've had were here when Fergie was here. And do you know what? Did that fast track Fergie's exit? Who knows? But and Fergie's never going to come out and tell us the truth, because he's lived with that guilt. I believe he's lived with that guilt by not publicly saying something about them negative. Well, it's not negative, it's positive for us, but negative towards the Glazers. That debt is bad, but we don't need to be a genius to know debt is bad. We're over £1 million in debt. Sorry, £1 billion. 1 billion in debt. In Ineos have come in and said, debt's good. I'm a finance guy. I still can't believe, and I'm waiting to be convinced by any debt expert out there to say debt is good for you, especially when it's £1 billion. And you're paying 60 to 80 million pound a year to service this just on interest repayments alone. And it's not even on a repayment, these are just the interest payments alone. Now please tell me, someone, somewhere, why debt is good for an organisation. Bearing in mind, before this ownership, Man United was debt free. This club was bought in debt and is still in debt now. I mean, Wreck-It Ralph, perfect example. He came in, identified the problems, let the board know in no uncertain terms when he said, we need open heart surgery. Now this is a man who came in and he told us the problems. Now had it not been for him and Ronaldo, would we have got the truth? Probably not. And the players Wreck-It Ralph identified, they all were on really, really low fees. I mean, Alcaraz, who was at City, who went to City, when Man United were sniffing around, or well, Ralph was sniffing around, the fee was only like 12, 13 million. So City got whatever they paid for him, then he's went off to Atletico Madrid for like 100 million. Why can't we do deals like that? It's just beyond belief. And it's just like time and time again, it's always the ownership that causes the problem. I mean, we had Ed Woodward then, so there was never any guaranteed of anything fruitful to happen because that guy could not do it. He's meant to be an expert in finance. He's yet to prove or convince not just me but the masses out there that this guy knew what he was doing, whether it came to monetary terms or any other terms. And while we're on Ed Woodward, Jurgen Klopp did an interview over the last few days, and within that interview he let it leak that he sat down with Ed Woodward and convinced him this is not the job for him, because he was told that the project was ultimately his and not the manager's. So Klopp's 2 weeks later rocks up at Liverpool and signs on, and look what he's done at Liverpool. He could have done that at United if this clown wasn't in charge. Absolute tragedy. He's put Liverpool back on the map, but we've gone further behind. It's like every step we take backwards, we've took 10 backwards. Sorry, every time we take a step forward, we take 10 backwards, and that's not helped by Ed Woodward running the ship. Thankfully, he's gone. And now, hopefully, the new regime, even though I'm not convinced. Well, I'm not convinced. I'm not even going to go on about that because I'm not convinced by them. For me, it's full sail still. Now, this was meant to be a match review, so I'm going to stick to the match review. So, and that will be for another day. Now, 3 in a row. Yep, Brighton have come to Old Trafford and won 3 in a row. So hopefully we can stop that tomorrow. Hopefully we can win our 3 in a row, and it's 2 games away for United Strand to get a much needed haircut. Yes, he's desperate of one. Hopefully we can do it for him. On the other side, for me, my team, it would be the same as Sunday. The only change I would make, at the moment I've not heard of anyone else being injured, so I would go with the same team, with the exception of Dalot. Dalot would be dropped for Dorgu. I'm not convinced by either, but I've got no alternative, so I have to go with Dorgu. Dorgu's more physical than Dalot, and their wingers are quite physical, so I thought, if to me Dorgu can give that protection to Shaw, as well as run up and down as well. Whether he does anything decent with it or has any end product, that's a different matter. But I'm happy to go with Dorgu over Dalot. And the other thing is, I want the subs to come on earlier. And he made the wrong subs on Sunday, so hopefully he can make the subs at the right time and the right subs. Bringing Kobe on for the last 5-10 minutes. What is the point of that? You're just killing the kid. Play him, play him half an hour, whatever it is, regardless of the result, what the result is. Let's go hard. Get the game in the bag. Bring Kobe on. Take Bruno off. Now, I'm in shock, actually, the last 2 games that the manager's taken Bruno off. But he needs to be taken off earlier. He needs to be given an hour and off Kobe on. And let's see what Kobe can do. And you got to remember, he's not going to do it overnight because he's not any minutes. He needs minutes to get up to match speed. And the only way he's going to get to match speed is if he's given minutes. So give Bruno an hour, Kobe on. Yeah, same team. Let's go. Let's make it 3 in a row. And just one last thing on Brighton. The last time Brighton were here, the last time we won against Brighton, Graham Potter was the manager. Now, foolishly, I wanted Graham Potter to replace Wreck-It Ralph before Ten Hag. I just like the brand of football he played. Now, he played great football, and the other thing he was brilliant at was bringing young talent that no one spotted or brought through. Now, I'll give you 2 prime examples. Casiedo and, the name, and was it Basuka? The one who went to Tottenham. Bazuma, that's it. I may have pronounced his name wrong. Case in point, he got them really, really cheap and he sold them for massive money, loads. And for me, that was the kind of man who I wanted anyway. And he was good with young players as well. And he played good. I loved the way the brand of football he played. And it started from the back. Lewis Dunk was doing the madness. Lewis Dunk was dropping shoulders, taking people on, popping passes all over the park. Lewis Dunk. And Webster looked like he was prime Baresi. He was doing the madness. But he went to wherever he went, and it's just not worked out for him wherever he's gone since then. Hopefully he gets... I quite like Graham Potter. He always spoke well. He reminds me of a headmaster kind of thing, head teacher. He had that kind of mannerism. Very nice. I hope he gets the England job, because I don't think he'll get a club job now. And let's be honest, he's not going to do a worse job than Gareth Southgate. I don't care what the masses say on Gareth Southgate. For me, he's not a United manager. Got the England job by default. That's the bottom line. And he had the players. That team did not need no coaching. It just needed to go and play. And he got that wrong as well. So, hell no to Gareth to Man United. Bloody hell no. But never mind, let's not drift away. So yeah, I'll be back after the post-match to give you my reviews, and I'll give you my player ratings on that as well. So let's everyone have a fantastic evening tonight. Get ready for the game tomorrow, and hopefully we win. I actually think we're going to win 3-1, so that's my score prediction. I think we're going to win 3-1. And I love Ahmad to score, because it's been a while since I've seen him score, and I love Ahmad. I think he's just... For me, he's playing in the wrong position. He's not a right wing back. He has to be one of the 10s. But for now, if he's doing a job there and he's in the team and he's doing his thing, yeah, Ahmad, 3-1 for me. Right. Peace out. I'll catch you tomorrow. Take care. Good night.